Alright guys, I'm going to give you the same pan over that I did before. This is what it looks like now. Bam! We've got a lot of that cleaned up, and that's the stuff I'm saving. Um, those bags up there will be going with the trash. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that out because whoever had this before built the toilet into the floor. So I haven't got that out yet. But other than that, she's cleaned up real nice. That's a piece of carpet I got to pick up. It's covered in broken glass. And we got this little corner here. But this had a lot of water damage and rot that was not visible. I mean, this whole front corner is rotted out, and then it's all the way down to about right there. A lot more damage that was not seen prior. So kind of glad we tore into this, but yeah, all this is where we're at, and I was able to salvage some sheetrock, drywall, whatever you want to call it, gypsum board, um, off of the walls that I can cut and reuse, that did not have, any kind of water damage or dangerous stuff growing on it. So that's how I hurt my arm, though. Was by moving um, that sheetrock. I did not have help. My wife was inside. Thought I could handle it. They're not real thick. They're probably about 1/4 inch. They're not 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch or real thin pieces. I've handled them many times before, but I ended up re-injuring my right arm. It had been a couple of months since I injured my arm before, and well, all I did was lift it up and tried to move a piece of that drywall into this what's left here, and I felt something pull inside my arm, and well, I decided to go to the walk-in clinic, and they're saying that it's tendonitis and a pulled muscle. So I guess I got fortunate not to rip or tear anything. Um, it's just one of them things you're not sure exactly how it happens, but it happens. So my right arm, the one I'm holding the phone with, I cannot lift with. It hurts. It's not excruciating all the time, but I don't think it's quite been excruciating per se, but I've been taking it easy, not trying to lift a whole lot of things with it, and we're going to try to let it heal the best we can, but we are still going to try to move forward with the cleanup. I'll have to have help unloading the trailer, but I don't want all that stuff to sit on the trailer and get wet. I'd rather get it moved up to the pile. We still have a couple small piles we got to pick up that we raked up on the ground, but as far as the mess, it was contained very well. Everything went to plan the way I planned it out. I decided not to gut the one outside wall, so let me turn you back around here. So the wall that was over there, was attached to the roof like this, and we had this wall. So I knocked the front wall down. Well, I knocked out what I could with a sledgehammer, and then I just cut the rest to make it go quicker. But I left these walls intact. I went through and cut all these metal brackets that were attached to the walls on both sides, and then we just wrapped a chain around this wall and I pulled it all this way uphill. So the roof ended up landing right here with the one wall, and then the other wall actually stayed up there. So I had to be the cool dad, you know, and I was going to take it down piece by piece and all that, but we have salvaged all those rafters, trusses, I should say. That's what they are, manufactured trusses. There is still some hefty sheetrock on there, but they use that foam stuff, so it's going to take some work to get that off or use that. Some of these boards are kind of busted, but I can still use them in places. You know, like this one here, I can cut that off and then I still have quite a bit of board there. But we salvaged quite a few 2x4s out of it so far. So as far as the floor goes, we've got to get it cut up, took off there. I've got to climb underneath and undo some lag bolts, and that'll allow me to cut this floor up, and then I can flip them over. I can pry the floor joists off, and let's see, ones like that. That one there's probably not savable. That one is. So we'll see once we get in here what is savable, what is not, and go from there. But removing them lag bolts, there's not too many under there. It's just every so often there's a lag bolt in there holding it to the frame. So once those are removed, we'll be able to cut this up and move the floor freely off of the frame. And then we're going to cut the frame down. Again, we're still trying to decide what we're keeping, what we're not. Due to this damage, I'm not sure if we're going to keep the whole trailer now or not. But as far as this side goes, it will be torn off. And then we've talked about if we keep this coming out and making like a 16-foot deck out here. So I may cut the frame off somewhere in here and then just build right back on top of that frame. I don't know yet. I may just cut the frame off where I need it cut off, and then we can just build a deck. But nonetheless, we'll have to get pressure treated lumber and all that stuff, yada yada. I left a little bit of an overhang to help try to keep rain from getting in, because that is not weatherproofed. Due to the glue that they use to stick these metal together, I couldn't get them in their tracks, and we just wanted to get it covered and dried in, because I've already discussed we could get siding and just re-side the whole thing. It would look a whole lot better, and I think it would work better. It would definitely make this look like a brand new place. And then of course I would love to do something else with the roof, but both the doors have to be replaced. There's a lot of damage in the floor still yet, in the kitchen area and in the living room area over by the front door and where that window is in the front. This side is fine. Right here by this door is not. And then again in that bathroom where the toilet goes and the big garden tub is damaged as well. So there's still a lot of work to be done in here. Not just rerunning electrical, but you know, we're going to have to replace water damaged ceilings. We're going to have to replace the drywall where the wonderful people come in and remove the electrical for us. It needs a lot of work still. So that's going to be part of our judgment call as far as how far we actually get on this, whether or not we decide to keep it or get rid of it. There's still a lot that we have to sit down and figure out as far as what we want to do with this. So I wanted to show you all where we're at on the cleanup process and what we were able to accomplish before I injured my arm. But since I'm not able to lift It's going to be hard to get this finished up. I would really rather that stuff not sit out in the weather for the next 2 weeks. But it may come to the point where I don't have a choice. So I still have a lot to go. My to-do list is like 10 miles long. And this injury is just, it was unexpected. And it's definitely going to set us back. Because I'm not going to do anything that's going to injure my arm worse. I would rather it heal and be able to use it. But I can't promise that I'm not going to be doing something that could potentially injure me. Because things have to get done around here still, whether I'm injured or not. And there's a lot of it that I'm the only one that's able to do it. Unfortunately. So I'd really like to get that pile of junk hauled out of here. I really would. The majority of that wouldn't burn even if I tried. There's a lot of metals in there and cinder blocks and things like that of that nature that will burn. But there's Beastie. We're still working on it. Our scrap pile is growing, and I got to get that loaded, which is why I need to get the trailer unloaded. We're just going to add it to our junk pile that I already don't like looking at, but you know, it just is what it is. We'll deal with it as we can. I would rather have the junk in a pile than scattered all over the place. It'll be safer that way. And you know, if I had to, I could fence around that and keep the animals off of it, and all that, where I can't do that if it's scattered all over this place. So a lot of that is unfortunately from our camper and things that just got ruined, but there's stuff in there that did come from here, such as the porch that was ripped off the house. Still in the process of fixing that. And I've still got roofing over here that I have to add back on. So our overhang was taken when the porch came off. So all this fell over. It was stacked up neatly against the trailer. But that happened when I pulled this down. So anyway, guys, I haven't taken my medicine today, so I wanted to get out here and get this for you and just give you an update on where we're at and what's going on. So it looks like for the next couple weeks I'm going to be on light duty, and I'm still trying to figure out what is too heavy to lift. Because I wasn't given a weight restriction. I was just told no heavy lifting, no strenuous activity. So, I mean, this could take up to, you know, anywhere from a couple weeks to upwards of 4 months to heal. Since it's not that horrible, it shouldn't take that long. But the last time I injured it, it was 2 months ago. And I was still having a lot of pain. So now it's re-injured. So I don't know. I don't know what's ahead of me. I don't know how this is gonna go. And as disturbing as that is, I don't have an option right now. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up next month. So I guess if it's still hurting by that time, we'll probably look into more testing and see what's going on. But it sucks when you're injured and you can't do what needs to get done, much less, you know, other things like this mobile home project that we have going on here. Y'all might have seen this truck here that is not ours. It is being lended to us. Ours, we're having some issues with the personal property taxes that I personally don't think should exist to begin with. It's just wrong in my eyes to buy something and then have to continue paying for it. To me, that's double taxing. You buy something, you pay taxes on it. You shouldn't have to continue paying taxes on it. It's just my opinion. Anyway, they want to call it two different types of tax. That's what they can do. But it's not. You're just paying somebody else taxes on something that you bought. So anyway, we'll see what happens, guys. I'll keep you updated. I've just been kind of hanging out in the house, taking my medicine, trying to be a good little boy. But I can't promise how long that'll last, because I cannot stand sitting still for very long. It drives me crazy. It's getting warm enough to where I can come out and get some stuff done. And we've got gardening we got to get done. We got plants up there that are dying to get in the ground, literally. You know, getting this going so I can try to fix the house. I'm at a point where I can close in the living room ceiling, and you know, I'm waiting on getting a new saw so I can cut some outlets in and get those boxes installed, and actually hook up that wiring, because it's already ran, but it's not hooked up yet because I don't have the outlet boxes in to put light switches and outlets in. So we're still on a work in progress on that, but I didn't realize that my saw was damaged, so we went and bought blades, and I can't use the saw. So that is unfortunate, but just the way it goes sometimes. We still got to clean up the greenhouse. I have not been able to get to that yet. Man, it's a huge list of things that need to get done around here, and then, you know, we would be able to concentrate on just the things that need done. You know, everyday life. You know, I've told my wife that if we look into another place, I don't want some place that needs a lot of work. It's getting to the point where my ability to keep up with things is dwindling, and the it's too much list is starting to grow. You know, having to work on a house on top of trying to run a homestead, you know, on top of having to clean up other people's messes and things like that. It's just, it's taxing. It really is. And I don't want to do that again. I don't mind doing flooring, you know, paint, you know, simple touch-up things that need to be done, but, you know, having to completely renovate someplace and all that, it's becoming too much. We've done it several times, and you know, the last place it became overwhelming for me to try to work full-time, run the homestead, try to fix the house, and we had a lot of junk to clean up there as well. I mean, trailer loads of it. I took about two or three of my trailers there full of scrap junk to the scrap yard from cleaning that place up, and then my lands, there was piles and piles and piles that we burned, and we still didn't have it all cleaned up a year later. I mean, we were still working on it, and that was just 2 acres, guys, and that is insane. I cannot see piling that much stuff up, especially if you only have 2 acres. You know, I get it, these bigger farms, they have hundreds of acres, they've got that valley somewhere that they can fill in with all their junk. If you got 2 acres, you guys, I mean, come on. I mean, that's just nuts, you know. I mean, that's like this place, you know, it's only 2 acres and there's stuff all over it. Mainly this acre that the house and stuff is on. Not so much on the other side, but there's still stuff over there. And Lord knows what's under the ground. I mean, we're finding all kinds of stuff. So, I don't know. I just, I'm trying to take it one day at a time and not let it get to me, not let it overwhelm me, but it does happen. I'm human, and it's becoming a lot, especially when there is so much on me. My wife works. You know, not everybody here is construction savvy, whether it's demolition or building something. You know, not everybody here is electric and plumbing savvy. I mean, it's just, it's a lot that's on me to have to do. And, you know, I hear a lot of people that complain still that I don't have a full-time job and all that. I wouldn't have time to do any of this if I had a full-time job. This is not stuff that's just done over the weekend, because if it was, it'd be done. It'd been done already. You know, yeah, being able to spend a few extra dollars here and there on stuff would be great, but losing the time that is needed to accomplish the things that need done around here is not worth it. I want to be able to enjoy where I live, and I want to know that my animals and children can come outside safely, and you know, I can't do that when it's just a weekend thing, and then you're working 7 days a week, which I already do anyway. You know, these animals are every day. You know, this is not just Monday through Friday. So, bear with me, guys. I'm down. I'm injured. It's not the end of the world. It's not as bad as it could have been. We're dealing with it, and you know, my wife is probably going to be worked to death trying to make up for the things I can't do. You know, I shouldn't be out here carrying hay. I've got to watch the amount of feed that I'm carrying at a time and all of that. So, a lot of our progress is going to be on hold. But the animals will be taken care of regardless, because you gonna say hello? No, you can't have my fingers. They are such awesome creatures, guys. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lay myself up for, you know, 6 months to a year. But my animals will be a priority nonetheless. I still have one good arm, and I'm going to use it. It's not 100%, but I'm getting to the point where it's hard to use my arms. You know, the carpal tunnel and tendonitis, that's pretty much your whole arm. And it just, it's rough. But this is a dream of mine, and I'm doing my best to make it happen. So we're doing our best. I wish I had more people to rely on that could come help, but we don't. We don't. Those babies are doing great. The 2 ladies here, they are doing well. We ran into a problem with the incubator, but the babies are doing good. They're doing good. We just brought 3 more out here, and 4 more. I'm sorry, 4 more, because we had one we brought out yesterday. I just filled the incubator back up again, and we'll see how those go. We still got the other incubator that is full of ones we're waiting to hatch out. Unfortunately, we lost quite a few for some reason. I'm not sure the exact reasoning of it, but they just didn't hatch, and that's unfortunate. But I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Things happen. There's only so much of that process that we can control. I think a lot of people forget that, and you just have to pick up the pieces and keep going, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to continue hatching, and we're going to see where this goes. Hopefully we will start getting some turkey eggs again soon, if I can get them out of the broody stage. They're still trying to sit on chicken eggs, but we keep taking them. They have scooted bedding back where I booted them out, so I'm going to have to get something done where they can't get back there. But hopefully. Unfortunately, all the turkey eggs had surpassed the hatching phase. I brought them out, and none of them had developed, so that's unfortunate, but we are going to keep trying. So that just is what it is. Turkeys are a little bit tricky to get hatched out and all that, so those eggs may not have been fertile. Those are some older hens, and he may just not be able to do his job. I don't know, but we're gonna keep trying. So I would love to get more turkeys, and hatching them out would be the easiest, cheapest route for us. But if we have to go buy some, then that's what we'll do. Can't wait for the emu. Can't wait. That will be awesome to have some baby emu running around here. But we don't know. We don't know what the outcome of that will be. We may have to get another pair. We may have to get, another male or two and see if maybe she's not accepting this one. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. I love the emu. They're going to be a part of this homestead for as long as I can possibly do so. We're wanting to get some babies and raise them up, make it a little bit easier to handle them, things like that. And obviously I'd love to get more land and be able to get more space for them guys as well. But we're wanting to definitely keep them around. They're just amazing animals, and we're waiting. We're waiting to see what happens. We're hoping that they will start laying eggs, and maybe we'll get some babies out of there. But like I said, if not, we're going to look into getting more and changing some things up for them a little bit, and see what happens there. But that will be in the future. So I was telling you about our plants. We've got lettuce in here. We've got some broccoli. We've got some cauliflower. This is summertime lettuce. And the broccoli doesn't seem to have anything on it but broccoli, so I guess it's just broccoli. And the cauliflower is the same way. And then we have some tomatoes here. They are burpee big boys. So we're going to try to get those planted We got to get the fence took down there. Of course, we're going to have to put up T-posts, things like that, and get an area set up to keep the animals out of our garden. The tiller needs repaired. Found a place that can do that for me, so hopefully we can get that done here soon, because I really need to get that ground tilled up, because planting time is here. And yeah, so hopefully we'll have some more things coming your way. We're working on content the best we can. My videos may cut down over this next couple weeks, but I will try to do what I can. Sometimes that medicine makes me a little bit off. I wouldn't call it quite dizzy, but very close to it. So the muscle relaxer I'm on, it's just enough to give you that head change that it just makes you feel off. It makes you feel tired. And kind of messes with your eyesight a little bit, but it's not that strong. Other than that, I really don't feel it. It doesn't seem like it does much, but I've been on a higher dose of it in the past, and I really struggle with the side effects of medications as far as being dizzy and being drowsy, because I have a lot to do and I can't be either one. It's hard to get out here and get things done when you're dizzy. It's hard to get things done out here when all you want to do is sleep. So we're going to deal with it. I shouldn't be on it for very long, and I will get you guys content as much as I can. So we'll try to keep up with the chicks, and I think we should be having some baby bunnies, hopefully. We believe that the job got done. We left her in there with him for a couple days just to make sure, and we'll see. Maybe we'll have some baby bunnies. Now that she's not going to be stressed getting all moved around and all that, and adjusting to a new place, maybe things will work out different for her this time. The other two are too young to breed yet, so that won't be until later on. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, because changes are coming, and we'll make you a part of it. So thank you for watching. I just wanted to give you an update. Hope you have a wonderful day. It is a cloudy, rainy day here for us, and I'm going to go inside and get some lunch, have some medicine, and then I've got to go rescue the wife, having some car problems. So yeah, it's rough, but it's life, and we're going to do one step at a time, one day at a time, and just keep moving forward. So have a blessed day. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to keep up with us and what is going on here at Bailey's Homestead. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.